how's it going? We haven't done a face cam in a little while, so I thought make the most of this little burst in weather. Do a face cam video because it's really just a little chat, to be fair. And I'm doing this video mainly talk about the plans or some guesswork plans of what I have planned for the bike. Because as you'll know from one of my last videos, the warranty's dead. There's nothing stopping me from modding the bike now. So at some point on this little ride, I'm going to stop, walk around the bike and tell you some of the stuff I got planned. You can tell me if it's a good idea. Or you can even comment and tell me what you think I should do if I didn't mention it. Fuck. I thought this path extended a little bit further. Secondary to, talking about mods and upgrades that I've got planned, is just a thank you, really. Because over the last few days, I had when you consider my total subscriber base, it's been quite a jump. So we went from like 52 subscribers to over 70 in a couple of days. So first of all, thank you for all the people prior to that subbed, and thank you to all of you new people. Welcome, you're very welcome at the channel. But yeah, really, really cool. And I keep getting notifications like X person subscribed to you, and it's still like, oh, that's nice. And it still gives me a good old feeling in my chest. Jesus. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is go ride somewhere where we can have a proper chat. I can get off the bike. So enjoy the ride and enjoy the music. This seems like good a place as any. So guys, some of the things that I have planned for this bike. So, first of all, I want to get a new display. And I've done some research and it looks like the best option is something called an Egg Rider. An Egg Rider have just come out with a version 2. A little bit bigger, buttons are a little bit clickier, all that kind of stuff. But the cool thing about an Egg Rider is it allows you to do things that these displays simply won't. It allows you to program the controller. Now, what I want to say to you is it won't make the controller do more than it's capable of. That's just not possible. But all these bikes, unless they're completely de-restricted, you know, we had the Cruise 73 bike on here a few days ago, and that's been completely de-restricted. But this bike, on the controller, it has been limited to 23.8 miles per hour. And I can show you that simply by lifting the wheel. And if you can see that, it won't go any faster than that, right? It just will not go faster than that. But it is a 750 Beifang motor. It is completely and utterly capable of going much, much faster than that. And the only reason it can't is because the controller is limited. But the Egg Rider will allow me to change that, to allow more current to flow through into the motor. Then, secondly, after the Egg Rider, depending on the performance that I can get from the bike, it will be a controller upgrade. Now, the other day, I needed to find out where the controller is. Now, anyone who's got a new Gen 345S or 345 will know, not quite like other bikes. Other bikes, they'll usually have a box somewhere, like on the frame, you know, clamped here with the controller in it, nice and tidy, right? Not the case in a new Gen 345. It is inside of this battery case here. It is on this side. As you can see, if you can see there's cables coming out of it, it sits inside of here. Now, being the complete mechanical noob I am, I took this out the other day, and whilst trying to pull it out, I pulled the brake light out. So, when I turn the lights on now, the front one comes on, but there's nothing on the back. So, yeah, I broke that by accident. So, it's inside there. And then what I can do is get a 30 amp hour controller, which will allow more power from the battery into the motor, much more power. And I also missed saying it as well, the Egg Rider is also famous for giving the bike overall much more torque, so much more pulling power up hills, which is great. But anyway, a controller would be pretty cool. And then, depending on the controller, you may need a battery upgrade and get a bigger battery, maybe even a double battery, if I can hook it up properly. The only disappointing thing is there's no real kind of bike modding companies around where I live. If you watch videos from America, they got bloody loads of them. You know, you can just take them in, you go, what do you want? You go, I want more power, more range, blah, blah, blah. And they'll just fix you out. Here, you kind of got to do it yourself. So yeah, I also want to get some indicators. Because I've got these quite nice little holes here. As you can see, I could put 2 indicators there, which would be pretty cool, because I do ride on the road quite a bit, as you've seen from my videos. And also what I want to do is, even though it's handy, because I do go off-road occasionally, I do want to try some slicks. Some slicks on here. I think it would give it a more of a supermoto feel. And hopefully get some, and then get some of those wheel trim things, you know, when you stick them in all around. So I want green circles on my wheels. You know, green circles, green pedals, green hand grips. You know, that would be pretty cool. But that's kind of what I've got planned so far, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Any advice you'd want to give. Oh, missed one last thing. I do like this light. It is bright, but it's a bit boring. It's a little bit plain. And I was looking at a couple of bikes the other day. One of which was the Engwe M20, and the Engwe M20 has this cool 2-light setup. Looks dope, and you can buy them yourself. So I might get something like that. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any advice for me, please let me know in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you very much, subscribers. And I will see you next time. But remember, stay awesome.